So the vibe coding revolution has taken over the world, and everybody can build applications today with writing prompts alone. But not everyone knows how to write the correct sequence of prompts to make AI actually build a strong foundation project that you can actually scale later on. So what we've been doing in Congreat for the past couple of months is developing this exact vibe coding architect that will help you solve your problems and start your project easily. You can call it kind of a jump start for your project. So without further ado, let me present you our first product, the Vibe Coding Architect. So you can see the Vibe Coding Architect right here, and here you can have your ideas come true, come to life. So here I will put my dream app idea. I will put here an interactive idea board for entrepreneurs. It's kind of like we're building a dream idea app inside this dream idea creator, so it will be nice. So our idea is to being able to capture our own ideas inside this application and having like an AI partner to converse with about those ideas, and everybody will have their own space. So it will be like an idea board for entrepreneurs. So let's start and see how our product actually works. So at first it says it loved the idea. Great. This will be a web application, and it will have, of course, accounts for each user. At the beginning, we don't need any payments. And yeah, of course, I want to keep information and manage the information. Okay, how do you envision users interacting with their AI partner through chat, voice, or different medium? When a user is logging a new idea, you can see a card of this idea, and then you can start a conversation by clicking on the card and starting a conversation with the AI assistant that will help him develop the entire idea. Great, got it. What key features should users have to manage and organize their idea? Should there be categories, tags, or prioritizing system? I like the idea of categories and tags. This will be amazing. I didn't even think about it before, but now when our vibe coding architect suggests it, I like it very much. As for the design, I want deep blue colors, and I want it to look sleek and professional. I think this is amazing. Let's continue. Now I will put here my email and select my country. Yeah, I agree. Here you have your plans. We will check this plan. And now it's the time to wait for the results. So we are getting 5 custom prompts. This will be the way for you to jumpstart your project. They are not just prompts. It's not like a regular vibe coding prompts. Those prompts were designed specifically to build your project correctly from the ground up. So all you need to do is to copy and paste them one after the other. This is one. And the other thing you will get is an entrepreneur roadmap. This will give you an overview of your idea, about the pain you're solving, the audience you're selling to, of course, the 5 custom prompts and what they will include and what it's not included, also pitfalls and more. We will review it in just a second. Okay, so we got the results. So what you can see here, we got recommended to use Lovable, which is best for our case. You heard the cling. This was an email that got directly to me with those results exactly. So if you will render this page, you can see it's still persistent in your email. So here you can go ahead and go to Lovable if you never used it before, and from this screen start working. Here you can have your blueprint that we talked about. You can see the idea Forge. This is the name our agent gave this idea. Who is it for? The pain points, your solution, what is inside the 5 prompts and what is outside of the 5 prompts, success metrics, common pitfalls, also what can be tricky, what will come next, etc., etc., and launch checklist. This will be a helper guide, you can say, for those who entrepreneurship isn't coming easy to them. This will give you a guidance to how to actually start this product, start your dream, and moving on forward. So now we will get to the cherry on top. This will be the 5 prompts. This will be the prompts we are going to copy and paste to our Lovable project. So first, let's go and read the tips. So we can use the chat mode. This is a very important tip. If you have a long prompt or a really complicated one, eventually those 2 prompts, the database and the AI chat, will be recommended to use the chat mode before. Also, if you have like edge functions and stuff, our agent will recommend using the chat mode in Lovable. So first we will set the authentication. From there we will move to the database. From there to the AI chat backend, the idea board UI, and then polish and mobile. This is the highway to getting our project quickly up and running. And of course, copy and paste each prompt one after the other. So without further ado, let's start copying and pasting those prompts. I'm not going to do anything in between those prompts. We will see how fast we're going to get to our goal. So let's copy the authentication foundation prompt. Let's go to Lovable, and I will just copy and paste it here. If you guys want to use Supabase, so first we have here the tip. We have here the tip that if you want to use your own database, meaning the Supabase database, you should create an empty project first. So you will send this first to Lovable, and then you can connect your own Supabase project that you will define. And then you will be, let's say, one step outside of Lovable already, because you are not dependent on their actual cloud. But now in this demonstration, we will use the cloud. So they asked me if I want to enable the cloud. I will say allow. Okay, so Lovable finished the first prompt. You can see over here, we used roughly, I think, we started with 73, so 2.6 credits for this first prompt. Now we're going to paste the second prompt, which is the database. So here we will press the chat mode because this is recommended. Usually when you build the foundation, it will be smart to use this chat mode. You can press here, and then we will send it. Lovable will think, and then we'll present a plan, and then we can submit it. So what is actually really special about our agent is that it gives the full structure of the database, and when you press the chat, you will just get it all lined up here. It sets also the RLS policies and everything. You can just implement this plan. So Lovable finished building our tables, our database. Now we can move on forward to the AI chat backend. I will copy this prompt, go back here, paste it. Of course, press the chat button because this is still like a pretty labor-intense backend work. So I want to let Lovable think, but think in our terms, in our vibe coding architect terms. So let's see exactly the plan that he will create. So Lovable gives me access to Google Gemini 2.5 Flash. This is a really nice model, and it's accessible through the Lovable AI. This is why we use the cloud for this reason. And now I have here the full flow. This is the flow that our architect gave Lovable, and Lovable did a plan on top of it. So it will be straightforward, nothing more and nothing less than what we said. So we will implement this plan right now. So Lovable just finished our AI backend. Now we can move on forward to the UI of the idea board of ours. We will copy this prompt. Now we don't actually need the chatbot, but you can go ahead and continue with the chat mode. I will do it without. So if you will actually use the plan mode for, let's say, design, it can go and think for itself, you can say, and make the design not what you wanted. So our AI agent knows to take your design ideas and actually put it guardrailed inside the prompt strategy. Okay, so now we got the UI. One last thing before we will continue is we will do some polishes that our AI agent offers, like loading skeleton screens, and nice like animations and stuff. It shouldn't take long. So we will put this one last prompt here and wait until it will finish, and then we can demonstrate the entire result without inserting any other prompt inside. And let's see how far we got only with our AI agent, our vibe coding agent. So Lovable finished our last prompt. It did a lot of like cosmetic stuff, toast notifications, mobile responsiveness, like the final touches. Now we can go ahead and get started. I didn't touch anything more than our 5 prompts. This is the only thing we inserted inside our application, and we used roughly, we said 73 at the beginning, so it's a 15.7, yes, 15.7 prompts, credits, I'm sorry, credits in Lovable. This is like the average usage of our 5 prompts mechanism. This is really, really let's say prompt efficient. If you guys used Lovable, you should know it takes more than this amount of prompts to get to this level of let's say complexity in an application. But now we will see if it actually works end to end, and how close are we to the final product that we wanted to do. And also, this is like the entire disruption. All right, those tools, they don't teach you how to do a good architecture. They don't teach you how to strategize correctly. And this is where we come into play to help you to save money and to save time. So let's sign up with our email, and we will see exactly what's up. Okay, so first the account was created. So let's create our new idea. First idea. What is my brilliant idea? Dream board. An app for dreamers with ideas. This is a pretty inception sheet here, because we are writing the idea that is the app we are building. So the idea we will copy from Gemini. This is what we inserted also to our Congreat architect. So I put it here. Let's create a category. There is no category, so we can create a new category and call it dreams. All right, add the category. That's nice. And a tag, I wanna add also a tag called dreams. Add, and another tag that is AI. Also add. And now we can create the idea. Idea got created. We have here the tags. We have here the category. So I see no filters here of the categories, but that's fine. It's something we can add later. Okay, so let's go inside the dream board. We can see the AI chat here. Hi, let's talk about my idea. So there is no scroll bar here, so we can't get the entire result, but we can see it knows the project, it knows what we mean. We need to add a little bit cosmetics here, but the entire app eventually is built and built correctly. If you guys are developers, you can appreciate when we go to the cloud here, you can see the database, you can see all the tables that are organized, you can see the edge functions that got created, only one, and eventually you get an entire application built with a good foundation to move on forward. Not something you arbitrarily vibe code into existence, something that was built smartly, one layer on top of the other, like a good building. So this was the demonstration of our vibe coding architect. Much more to come from our company Congreat when it comes to AI development and strategy in vibe coding, and this is only the start. So thank you very much, guys. You can go ahead and try our vibe coding agent, and I believe you won't be disappointed. And of course, leave feedback. You have feedback button right here. You can leave your feedback. We would love to hear exactly how did you experience this amazing product, which recommendation you got in the platforms, and how the blueprint treated you and opened your entrepreneurship journey. So I'm Nadav, the CDO of Congreat. Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next update.